Steve Kim for UCN. I'm here with the Desert Storm. Tim Bradley, December 13th, he takes on Diego Chaves. Tim, let's go back a little bit. I remember talking to you in between the two Pacquiao fights and you fought Provodnikov. You said you were in a dark place. Regardless of the result of the rematch with Manny Pacquiao back in April, are you no longer in that dark place?
No longer in that dark place. It's you can call it swept under the rug or whatever you want to call it, water under the bridge. I'm past that now. That chapter's gone. Whew, thank God it's gone. You know, I'm moving on, man. You know, Manny Pacquiao defeated me in my last appearance, and now I'm just trying to get back on track.
Would you say that with the Provodnikov fight, the nature of that fight, which was such a grueling affair, I think the fight of the year that year in 2013, still were very respectable against Manny Pacquiao, even in defeat. Do you think the fans have come to the realization that whatever happened in that first fight, it's not as if you were filling out your own scorecard?
No. The fans respect me as a fighter, and they respect me as a man. The second fight, you know, basically solidified, you know, Manny Pacquiao was the better opponent that night. You know, he was a better opponent that night. He beat me fair and square. And me as a man, I didn't say, oh, I won. No, I lost, you know. So fans appreciate that. They appreciate that, you know, I gave Pacquiao the utmost respect after the fight. I didn't want to talk about anything. I didn't want to take nothing away from Pacquiao. He beat me fair and square, and so fans, they appreciate that and they respect that, man.
When you look at Diego Chaves against Brandon Rios, I would best describe him as a chippy fighter, which is a nice way of saying dirty fighter. How are you mentally preparing for the type of style that he brings?
Well, mentally preparing, just, you know, everything is all worked on in the gym. So we're going to get ready for that as far as, you know, a dirty fighter. You know, I got my sparring partners doing dirty tactics on me, and I'm staying composed, and I know what I need to do to get out of certain situations and certain things that he wants. We got film now. We got film on him, so we know what he likes to do and what he likes to try to do. But you know, he's not gonna be able to do that, man, because I'm totally aware of it.
Tim, I know the way you are. You are an ultra-competitive individual. You want to go big game hunting. I know you're not looking past December 13th. As you look ahead, you get past this assignment. Give me that one or two fights that you say, if I could wave a magic wand, that's the one I want.
I don't really have a list. I just want to fight the best, man. I really don't have a list, man. It's just fighting the best is what it's about with me, man. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best, and I want to get the fight fans, good fights, fights that they can get excited about. You know, not fights that they're like, here's another, you know, here's none of them shows, it's another dull fight. No, I want to give them exciting fights, man. So don't have any particular names, but any guy out there that's considered one of the best in my division or maybe a division up,
well, that's the other thing. Bob Arum mentioned this, that perhaps the winner of Canelo Cotto. Now, my question to this, Tim, you are a well-built young man, but you're about as tall as a fire hydrant. You've never fought above 47. Can you fight effectively as a junior middleweight?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of people don't know my track record, man. I fought as high as 152 in the amateurs. That's 2 pounds away from middleweight. So, I fought against guys that were 6 foot, 6'5". These guys are not 6 foot. These guys are relatively shorter guys for their weight class. They're like 5'8", maybe the most. They're not that tall, man. They're not. They're big. They're wide. Yeah. They're big and they're strong. But dude, I walk around 170, 175, dude. Like, I'm big. I'm strong. Look at my father, man. My father. You look at his build, man. I mean, when I get off and I just eat, man, I just get big. I don't even have to lift weights.
Tim, as you look at the situation, your card has a fight between a Golden Boy boxer and a top-ranked boxer. I thought you were one of the fighters that were really affected by this Cold War. Because anytime we'd say, how about Maidana against Bradley or Matisse, we simply had to say that's a non-starter. From a fighter's perspective, how overjoyed or relieved are you that finally at least some of the politics has been put to rest?
Well, I think it's great for the sport. As far as for me goes, it don't really matter. I'm under contract. I'm still gonna fight. I'm still gonna make a living
And get paid.
and get paid. So like, it doesn't really do much for me, but I mean, it does a lot for the sport of boxing. And you know, matchups can definitely be made now, and it's good that they're now joining forces and trying to work together to, you know, make the sport better for the boxing fans that's watching around, because the fans are not stupid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, boxing fans have man, they know the game. I read some of the comments. They know the game better than some of the people out here. You know what I mean? They know the game. And I just laugh at some of the comments. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. But at the same time, you know, we need to start putting on great shows for the fans, because those are the ones that are tuning in and watching and paying the money to see the pay-per-view and paying the money, you know, to come into the shows and stuff. And they're sick of just seeing, you know.
Mismatches?
Yeah, mismatches. They're sick of it, dude. You know, and it's showing on the pay-per-view numbers. It's showing everywhere. It's showing at the gate. It's showing everywhere. So.
All right. That's Tim Bradley, the Desert Storm, December 13th. He takes on Diego Chaves. This is Steve Kim for UCN.